QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail right here on TV8. I'm your host, Liz. I hope you had a wonderful week. We are here to kick off your weekend with so many great experiences right here on Good Morning Vail. Sit back, relax, grab your coffee or your tea or your muffin, and get ready because Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Liz again here over in the TV8 Weather Center to check out your Saturday and the next 5 days. We look like we are going to have absolutely beautiful weather. Wonderful, wonderful experience. By 8 a.m. today, 39 degrees. Your high today is 62 degrees. We have abundant sunshine for everybody all day long. By noon, 55, sunny still by 4 o'clock, 62 degrees. By 8 p.m., clear skies and 53 degrees. We're going to take a look right now and see what everything looks like all over the valley. There we go. Down in Denver, 78 degrees and sunny everywhere, everybody. 62 degrees in Vail, 66 in Eagle, and 64 in Avon. So we having just a couple of difficulties. There we go. Our overnight low is 32, everybody. Clear skies. Sun will set tonight at 7:05 p.m., getting a little bit earlier. So enjoy those days when you can get out there. Our 5-day forecast looks like this. Sunshine everywhere. Sunny Sunday, 67 degrees, 35 for your low. By Monday, also sunny, 69, 35 for your low. By Tuesday, sunny skies, 74 degrees for your high and 37 degrees for your low. And then we are looking at Wednesday, sunny skies, 75 degrees. For your high, 37 degrees for your low. And then by Thursday, it's going to be another beautiful sunshiny day, 75 degrees for your high and 38 degrees for your low. And that is a look at your beautiful Saturday and the rest of the week. And I'm super excited about all the sunshine that we're going to have because we have things going on outside all the time. We have our high school sports that are coming in. And we had the Vail Christian School play soccer last night, and it was a great, great game. And we have so many other things going on. So if you want to get outdoors, today's another great day to get outside. This is a very important day today that we can all get together as a community and help with the Alzheimer's squashing. You know what I mean? We want to end Alzheimer's. So we have the Walk to End Alzheimer's, and that's going to take place today. So when we're done with the show, get on over to Eagle, and what it's going to be is at 9 o'clock, there's going to be a promise ceremony, and then at 10 o'clock, we're going to have the walk. There's going to be beverages, there's going to be food, there's going to be so many great things out there, and live music for everybody. So go check that out. We can have a great time while doing something really good and supporting everybody in the world for Alzheimer's. It is the Walk to End Alzheimer's. To get more information, go to act.alz.org. Sounds like a great song, doesn't it? Something else coming up on Saturday. It is the Minturns Hometown Throwdown. Now, that's not today. That's a week from today. But you got to get your calendars marked because we have a very special band coming in today who are playing for part of that Hometown Throwdown. So you're going to love them, and then you're going to get super excited. 4 different venues all day long, and they are just going to have the greatest time. It's the 4th year in a row that they've done that. I did a big comedy show last year for them, and it was just a superb experience. So make sure you mark your calendars for next Saturday. And, of course, continuing on is the Vail Underground Sound, everybody. Go over to villarpac.org. They're starting off with the Underground Sound. That's 7 shows for one amazing price. You also get a drink with those tickets. And I'll tell you what, all the shows that are coming up at the Vail are something super exciting for us, our entire family, friends who visit, and you know what? It's the best indoor venue I have seen ever. It's just beautiful, not a bad seat in the house. They have the merch booth. They have all of the great things that you can get for concession and so much more. So check them out today. Go to valarpac.org and get your Fall Underground Sound tickets and find out what's on the calendar. And that's it for the morning. We have so many great guests today, so stick around, everybody. We'll be right back with Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Lions Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lions Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Liz, for Good Morning Vail's Saturday edition, TV8, and we have so many exciting interviews that we're going to show you today. Well, the big effect is coming up, and they have the greatest experience for us coming up, and we want to show you guys what the experience is all about. So she's going to chat with Kim coming up, and we're going to find out what they have coming up for Wild West Days. Get your hats and your boots ready, everybody.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, I am excited because we are in the midst of school season, and what that means is we've got the Education Foundation of the Vail, Eagle County, joining me here on the couch. Tessa and Wendy, and all of the things that they do. They are, and you're in for quite a treat when you see them sitting here. So let's have a conversation. So Tessa and Wendy, good to see you both.
Good to see you. Thank you for having us.
I am loving the outfit. And I'd like to say you dress like this every day.
Yes, Wonder Twins. Here we are.
Well, it definitely looks like it. You ladies do a lot of great work. So Tessa, tell me a bit about the Education Foundation and what you do.
The Education Foundation of Eagle County supports our local public schools and teachers. We are the #1 teacher retention effort in Eagle County. And one of the other things that we do is support our school district when they have ballot initiatives, which is something I wanted to bring up and share with our community to vote yes for what we know is really good for our teachers and schools.
That's great. So teacher retention, let's start with that. Tell me a little bit more about what that entails and how you help support.
We provide classroom grants. We do a lot of recognition. So we do an Apple Award, which is an award every month to recognize a teacher. And those are so fun because we get nominations from the students and the parents and their colleagues. And so just reading some of those just always brings us to tears. And then we go to the school and we recognize them and we give the recipient a check for $500, which we say out loud to everybody they have to spend on themselves because we know those teachers would spend that money on their classrooms. We also do a great event at the end of the year called Evening of the Stars to help celebrate all the amazing work that all of our staff members in the school district do to take care of our kids. We do a Distinguished Teacher Scholarship Award, so that helps our staff to further their education and their professionalism. And in return for that, they have to promise to stay in the district for 3 years. So that's also part of that retention. So we know that retaining our teachers is one of the most important things that we can do. Having a great teacher is the most important thing for a child's education. We know this is a really tough place to live. So we know that people try to live here and they can't and they leave. So we want to keep those ones that we have here. We know that we have just an amazing staff. Wendy and I have been working with our amazing teachers and staff for many, many years. And the best part of what we do is being able to work with those amazing people. They just are so dynamic and so amazing, and they're making miracles happen in our classrooms every day. So we love to celebrate them, and we definitely want to keep them.
Yeah, that's great. Now, you mentioned the scholarship, and so how are they nominated, or is it just by parents and teachers? Is it you just staying in touch with them?
So the scholarship is an application process, so we put that information out, and then the staff members submit an application, and we have a committee that reviews it and then awards that money.
Based on principles and all the different things that is involved with the foundation.
Yep,
that's
definitely.
great.
And how long they've been with the district. You know, we've just got some really amazing teachers and staff members who've been here a long time, and it's always amazing to me to see how they want to further their education and professionalism, and it's once again, it's just awe-inspiring.
And it really is. Teaching truly is a selfless job.
Yes.
Very much so. I love that you say spend the money on yourself. I know we could all use that. Now, Tessa, you mentioned the voting ballot. So let's talk a little bit more about that.
This November on your ballot, you'll see a bond question without raising taxes and a mill levy question, which does raise taxes. However, we're in this really incredible, unique situation this year where voting yes for both initiatives,
5A and 5B.
Thank you. 5A and 5B. Okay. Your taxes actually go down a little bit, and it's a complicated formula because of the School Finance Act. But these are really important things for, Tessa shared, it's really hard for people to live here. So the bond would build housing in Gypsum and an early childhood center, and the mill would allow the district to give our teachers a little bit of a raise, which in Colorado, we are 50th in the nation in providing a competitive wage for our teachers.
Wow.
So we're looking to our local community to say, hey, we really care about education, our kids, our educators, and we want, we want strong community, and we really believe that it starts with education.
I absolutely agree. And, outside of the home, I'd say the teacher is the most influential person in your child's life. So definitely very important work that you all are doing.
Absolutely. I mean, our kids spend 1,000 hours a year with their teacher in school. And so what you said is spot on.
Yeah.
There's such important influencers for all of us and all of our community.
Yeah.
Well, we also saw during COVID how important keeping those kids in school is, and how much work that can be, and how important that is for our students and for our community. If we don't have our schools open and parents can't rely on that for their children, our community comes to a standstill. So I think it was a moment in time where we got to take a little step back and also just reflect on the importance of the work that all of those educators are doing, and the impact that it has, not just on our students, but on our community.
Yeah, it's important, and it's nice for the educators to know that they're supported by the community itself. So speaking of which, we have a community event, the Wild West Day. So tell me about it. This is why you two look so fabulous in your
Giddy
outfits.
up. Giddy up. Saddle up. Let's go. On this upcoming Sunday, September 24th. Do I have the date right?
You do.
September 24th is our annual fundraising event for all of our elementary schools. It's Wild West Day at Four Eagle Ranch in Walcott, and it is the most fun of all fundraisers. It chokes me up a little bit because the kids come out, all of the families come out, community is all there, all walks of life, and it's $8 to attend. The event starts at 10, it ends at 3. Come for face painting and games and pony rides and
Bouncy castle and
and wagon rides and crafts and free games. The games are so much fun. The kids go nuts. It's great.
And the games are all free, and the kids get a gold coin, and then we have a trading post where they get to turn the gold coins in for lots of fun toys and prizes. And so this is our 32nd year.
Wow.
And so this is a long tradition in our community of our schools coming together, our community coming together to help fundraise money for all the PTAs. So all that money gets spent on really great things that each school gets to decide on. And so it's really just such a fun day. We hope everybody will come and join us.
That's great. So it's the first weekend of fall, and that just sounds like an excellent
Yes.
activity to do.
Yes.
The weather's going to be spectacular, and that Four Eagle Ranch setting is, just breathtaking. And the leaves are starting to change a little bit, so it's really going to be something.
And the generosity that we've seen from the community, Four Eagle Ranch, they give us the venue, and they have all of their staff there to help us out. We have hundreds of volunteers, not kidding, hundreds of volunteers, and a killer raffle. You should buy your raffle tickets. We're going to sell you some raffle tickets before we leave.
I will buy one, absolutely.
We have the drawing that day, and it's really a fantastic community event.
That's great. So it's $8 for entry, and then after that, the games are free. The kids get gold coins. They can go to the trading post and feel like they really are part of the Wild West, because we are in the West.
Yes, here we are.
I love that. I love that. And then it's from 10 to 3 on Sunday the 24th.
Yes.
Awesome. Great. So any additional information, or if people want to contribute and help support if they can't make it to the Wild West Day, where can we go for that information?
You can go to our website at efec.org, efec.org.
Okay, awesome. Well, Tessa and Wendy, you guys are fabulous. I love the outfits. I love the enthusiasm and just the passion for the teachers and for the educators in our community, that you can just see it in how you talk about everything. So thank you both for coming on the show and promoting Wild West Day, Sunday, the 24th. 10 to 3, Four Eagle Ranch. It's going to be great. So make sure that you head over there. Now, we have a little bit more here in store on our show, so we will be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Purchase an Access card and save 20% at participating retailers between now and September 30th. Each card purchased provides 1 full day of a professional adaptive assistance for a person in need. Your $55 donation allows Access Unbound to continue doing incredible work in our community. Shop local, support local, and make an incredible impact. Buy yours at au-accesscard.org.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Hey there, I'm Cece with Good Day Vail, and today you will be able to experience on our show how to find the best way for physical conditioning so that you can thrive in the mountains doing all the activities that you love to do. So stay tuned and watch Good Day Vail.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wild-crafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. We have some hometown heroes here in Eagle County and beyond in the Rocky Mountains. Michaela Schifrin is one of them. She's just an incredible human being. And each year she does a very special meet and greet, and we're going to have the event coming up. A representative for Michaela came in to chat with Kim. Let's find out when, where, and how we can get involved.
Good morning, Vail.
I told you it's going to be an exciting next interview. I've got the athletic club manager, Michelle of the Weston Riverfront, joining me today to talk about an exciting innovation and success Q&A with Michaela Schifrin. So Michelle, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on this morning.
It's so exciting. I love what you're doing. So there is an innovation and success Q&A with Michaela. So talk to me a little bit about it.
Yes. So the Weston Riverfront is really excited to be hosting Michaela Schifrin again. She is one of our resident athletes, and this event is titled Innovation and Success. She's one of the most incredible athletic innovators of her time, of all time. Mm-hmm. And so it's going to be a Q&A event. She's going to come to the Weston Riverfront lobby, and we are inviting all of the Eagle County public to come join us on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, the 26th, from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. And we'll have a Q&A for Michaela and then a photo op as well. And then we also want to invite our Eagle County youth to submit questions to Michaela. We want the kids to ask questions and be involved. So they can submit their questions. Actually, they can email them to me. It's mguida@athleticClubWeston.com. And we'll kind of go through those questions and share them with Michaela, and she'll have the opportunity to answer and just authentically respond to our community.
I love that. So yeah. I think what's so cool, Michaela, is she was the youngest for a long time and just a very much an excellent role model. So I love that it's being tailored to the kids and that they're able to submit questions ahead of time. Now, is it a public forum where they'll be able to ask like while they're there in person, or is it only submit your questions ahead of time and then somebody will be moderating the event?
We do need those questions in advance.
Okay.
Yeah, so if they can submit, if anyone would like to submit a question by tomorrow, actually by Friday the 22nd, then that would be super helpful so that we can kind of plan ahead. And we'd love to know your question as well as name, where you go to school, and what grade you're in, so we can kind of get some of that as well shared. Put some heart and soul behind each question, right? I've already gotten a few, which have
Awesome.
been fun. And the event does go to benefit the EFEC Foundation, which is the Education Foundation for Eagle County. So they provide a lot of mental and emotional support for Eagle County youth through in-school programs that support mental health, and also work to attract and retain top teacher talent. So we're really excited to also be giving back to EFEC, and they're going to be part of the event as well through emceeing, and obviously with the Eagle County students submitting their questions.
I love that you've partnered with them, and they were here on the show yesterday and talked about all of the things that they're doing in the community, and just to really support, you know, our students as they are up and coming, and they'll be our next generational leaders. So I love that this event that you're doing is partnering with them.
Totally. I was on my way here driving behind a school bus thinking about the kids in the bus, and I was like, oh, like we have such a delicate, you know, youth, and opportunity to share with them and help them to grow and invest in them. So grateful for the opportunity to do that, and that we can look up to Michaela Schifrin for growing and putting your full heart and soul into whatever you're doing and what is possible to achieve, you know?
Yeah.
So,
absolutely. I know she's such an inspiration because she's local here. She grew up here. She really just, you know, cut her teeth on the mountain here. So it's exciting to see her be able to be an inspiration to this up and coming generation. So the event is free, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, it'll be free. And again, that's Tuesday, this coming Tuesday at 5:30.
Okay.
And yeah, it is I think there's some donation based there. So if you want to, we'll have a QR code there and you can scan and donate to EFEC as well.
Awesome. So Q&A Tuesday on the 26th. I almost said the 22nd. Tuesday on the 26th, but make sure you get all of your questions in on the 22nd. So besides that, tell me about the athletic club. Lots of exciting things happening over there.
Totally. We have a lot of fun events. So each month we do partner with a nonprofit, and as you could guess, this month is EFEC. But we do a lot of donation-based events that kind of gather community and lift up some of those organizations, so that at the end of the day, yes, we're getting fit and we're joining together for these classes and events, but also like why, right? Like we're here to build that community, and that's what the athletic club at the Westin is really about as well. It's not just a gym, it's an athletic club, it's a lifestyle, it's a community. And then we did just have a $500,000 renovation where we invested in Studio M, which is Michaela Schifrin's inspired fitness studio.
Very cool.
We host boot camp classes back there. We have some really cool heart rate training, almost like gamification of fitness classes in that studio. So a lot of fun things there, and yeah, we're super grateful to see Michaela. Whenever she's in Colorado, she does train at the athletic club, so it's always fun to see her. Sometimes her boyfriend Alec will come along too. So yeah, we have that community piece there.
That's really exciting. So Michelle, tell me a little bit about your role and specifically what you're doing, because it sounds like you're just wrapping your arms around so many exciting things at the club. So it's not just a gym, you're also, you know, a community, a communal space and a fundraiser. So tell me more about what you do.
Personally?
Yeah.
So I'm the athletic club manager, and a lot of my job is oriented around programming and facility. So the athletic club, we have an incredible facility. We have a full gym, 4 studios, including Pilates equipment, yoga, movement, and Studio M. We also have outdoor hot tubs, 25-yard swimming pool, all outside. So we have all those facilities, as well as 50 to 60 fitness classes a week. And then we do a handful of special programming pop-up classes that are donation-based. So there's a lot of planning that kind of goes into that. It's a big part of my job. And then also working with Jen Razi, who's our Spa Anjali and Athletic Club director. She's incredible, and the visionary behind a lot of these nonprofit partnerships, as well as Danielle McNair and Christine Cupertino, and then my other peers as well, like Neil Knops, who is very focused on membership and front desk management as well. So it's a big operation, but we have a great team working for East West, and at the athletic club at the Westin has been such a joy for the past handful of years. So
that's great.
I'm really grateful for it. Yeah,
that's exciting. And so I love that everybody gets to email their questions to you. So how do you even pick and choose what questions to present to Michaela?
I really loved the one that I received a few days ago about someone who was an exchange student from the Czech Republic, and they had asked, what's your favorite thing about being in the Czech Republic? And I know, like, I just love that because I think it's a reminder that Michaela's sport and her career is very international, of course, and just how far that stretches to the globe, and that being in the Vail Valley, we have that international flavor everywhere, right? Like looking up the hill at Beaver Creek, we have 50 different flags for all these different countries because we are an international destination, with so much of that being the heart of skiing. So I love that perspective, but I think we are going to be super excited from all the questions that come from kids. And I think Michaela and probably some other people would be the ones selecting the questions. It won't just be me. But yeah.
You'll be sending them and passing them along and allowing her to pick what she wants to answer. That's great. I love that.
And she's very talented. You'd be surprised at some of the other skills that Michaela has, not just being a 2-time gold medalist in the Olympics or 7-time world champion, but did you know that she plays the guitar as well?
Does she really?
Yeah. Yeah, she's very talented.
Well, we just had a musical artist here right before you, so maybe she'll come sing for us too. Talk about her ski career.
Maybe she will.
Maybe she will. Well, Michelle, tell us where to go for more information.
Yeah, so you can go to our website, spaanjali.com, and there is a tab for the athletic club. And you can, of course, come find us on Instagram, because that's a good spot always for current events and pop-ups. So that is the Westin Riverfront is where you can find us on Instagram. That's our handle.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So one more time, questions to you by Friday, which is tomorrow, the 22nd, and then the event is from 5:30 to 6:30 on Tuesday, the 26th.
You got it, exactly.
Awesome.
And you can email the questions to mguida@athleticClubWestin.com.
Awesome. Well, Michelle, thanks for coming on. Exciting
you,
event that you've got coming up. We appreciate all that you do.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
This was awesome.
Yeah, great to have you here, as always. Now, stay tuned. We've got a lot more in the second hour here on Good Morning Vail. We'll be right back after this break.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tva8vail.com, because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tvavail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Even your pets can enjoy a ride on the train. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Let's take a look at our Saturday, everybody. It's going to be filled with abundant sunshine. Super excited about that. By 8 in the morning, 39 degrees, 62 degrees is your high today, and abundant sunshine. As we take a look at the full day, sunny all the time, 55 by noon. By 4 p.m., 62, and then by 8 p.m., 53 degrees and clear skies. Now we're going to take a look over in Denver where it's 78 and sunny, 62 in Vail, 66 in Eagle, and 64 in Avon with sunshine all around. We're going to take a look at your overnight low. It's only 32 degrees. Well, you might want to bring in your plants because at 32, that's where it's freezing and your plants want to survive overnight. And we're going to have clear skies. Sun will set at 7:05 p.m. They'll take a look right now at the 5-day forecast. Sunny and 67 by tomorrow and 35 for your low. Well, let's just look at this, everybody. Sunshine for the entire week. Who's excited? I know I'm excited. Monday, sunny, 69 and 35 for your low. Tuesday, 74 for your high and 37 for your low. By Wednesday, 75 for your low, and rather high and 37 for your low. And then on Thursday, sunny skies, 75 degrees for your high and 38 degrees for your low. What does that mean? We are going to have the most amazing week. Lots of beautiful fall colors. And if you want to go on down to the Leadville Railroad, you can take a really amazing train ride, see all the fall colors, and just have the most magnificent experience. Ben got to chat with everybody over at the Leadville Railroad. Let's find out what they're offering us and when we can get on over there and take a beautiful train ride.
We are here at the Leadville Railroad with Sean, the conductor and engineer. Sean, how are you doing today?
Doing all right. How are you doing?
Doing great. So you just took us around on the Leadville Railroad here. Tell us a little bit about how Leadville Railroad got started.
Yeah, so Leadville Railroad got its start back in 1987. So local Leadville people by names of Ken and Stephanie Olson purchased the line from Burlington Northern, now BNSF. At the time, the line was dormant, and they're like, hey, you're not using it, maybe we can use it for a tourist train. Doing so gave some jobs to some people in town. It was kind of hard times at the time. So they started up. They worked at that deal in December of 1987, got the line, 2 locomotives, and a bunch of freight cars for $10. Just kind of a tax write-off for Burlington Northern. And by May of 1988, we were running passenger trains. We've been running every single summer since. This past winter was our second winter of winter operations. And yeah.
So let me ask you a little bit about that. How does winter operations get started, and how different is that from the summer operations?
Sure. So our summer operations are a typical 10 and 2 p.m. departure all summer long. And how we got our start in the winter operations is here in the middle of Leadville. We're kind of in the middle of Colorado. We got all the ski areas off to the north and all that. But as Colorado's grown and the tourism industry has expanded and all that, we're realizing there's more and more people up here in the winters. It's not just dead all winter long. And so we're like able to take advantage of that. And so it was a multi-year process to kind of get into the flow of things. We had to convert some freight cars into passenger cars, fully insulated, fully heated and all that. We had to get some equipment that we can use specifically to clear the line of snow, everything like that. You can see we have a plow on our locomotive, but that's only good to 2 to 3 foot. And obviously that's a bit of diesel fuel to plow the line. But we have other stuff that uses less fuel. And so that's kind of what it takes. And this past winter was really good. We're really looking forward to this coming winter, and we'll see how it goes.
Awesome. So what all entails the engineering portion of the thing? I imagine you don't have to do too much steering.
No, the tracks do all the steering for us, thankfully. That'd be a bit complicated, 300 tons of metal to steer around. So really, as engineer, you're in charge of speed and direction. We're on a hill the whole way, we got 2%. And as an engineer, you're in charge of the movement of the train. The conductor is the one in charge, so he tells the engineer when to move the train and what not to do. But the engineer is the one that actually releases the brakes, pulls out the throttle, honks the horn, all of that. And we go about 9 miles usually. Today we went an additional 1.5 miles for about 13 miles round trip, about 21 miles round trip, but normal trip's right around 18.
And that 2% grade of the rail, that's relatively steep for a train, isn't it?
Yes, that's about as steep as you want to get on a regular railroad. The steepest that's ever been done for a regular standard adhesion railroad, don't quote me on this, but it was over in kind of Georgia area, is about 7%. There's some tracks over on Tennessee Pass where it's about 3-4%, but 2% is about as much as you want to do, because beyond that you got to be really good at it. So most railroads, they stick to 1.5 to 2%.
Totally makes sense. I would imagine that there's not a whole lot keeping it on the tracks there once you start going uphill, other than just that general friction. So let me ask you this. How did you get started in conducting and engineering? Is that something you go to school for, to be a train conductor or train engineer?
So, typical story, always wanted to do it as a kid. Realized what it was like on the big railroads. And for the big railroads, yes, you do have to go to school. Because you interchange with other railroads where you send some cars from one railroad to another, you have to know all the different ins and outs between each railroad. And you're required to have what's called an engineer's card. Our railroad is what's called insular, or isolated from the National Rail Network. And so because of that, we don't interchange and don't need to have an engineer's card. And so as far as getting here, I just knew the family. It was like, hey, can I come work for a summer back in 2020? And then a year later, the slot opened up for me to get trained up as an engineer. So about a year working on the train, working both in terms of the train crew and maintenance and all that. And as far as training for engineers, about 100 hours, we call it, in a seat with someone looking right over your shoulder. So.
Totally makes sense, like an apprenticeship almost.
Exactly.
Awesome. So let me ask you one more question before I let you go. What's your favorite part of working here at the Leadville Railroad?
I'd say the scenery and the people. We get people from all walks of life, whether they're from out east, from here, potential business connections, everything like that. And then also the scenery. We get full 4 seasons up here, whether it's fall like we're getting into now, or full winter, or summer all year long. So,
you think the fall is really worth making the trip?
Absolutely. The whole valley turns all sorts of shades of green, yellow, orange, red, purple, or not purple, gold. It'd be kind of interesting if it was purple.
I mean, we definitely see some purple in the peaks sometimes when the light hits it just right.
Yes, we do. And then honestly, sometimes midsummer we get flowers that purple. So you never know. It's all year round.
All right. And before I let you go, can we just get one more fun fact from you?
Yeah, sure thing. So right behind us is engine 1714. She's what's called an EMD GP9. She was built in 1955. And I like to jokingly call her a giant 16-cylinder Chevy because she was built by General Motors Electromotive Division. And even though she's a locomotive and not a car, she's built by General Motors, so Chevy. But then her engine itself is 16 cylinders. Each cylinder has 567 cubic inches of displacement, so times 16, and thus giving her about a 1,750 horsepower rating.
That's absolutely incredible. Well, thank you so much, Sean, for all of the great information and everything, and I'm sure we will have to be back up to visit you guys again soon. Well, and we will be right back after a little bit more.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country, And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw, host of TV8 Vail. From fashion to food, from film to festivals, experience a unique look at the boutiques, spas, restaurants, and venues that make the Valley so special. Join me for Glitz and Glam. Find it in Good Morning Vail or at our website at tv8vail.com. I can't wait for our next adventure.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Saturday, and we always love to learn some great recipes on this day. Well, we have Tracy with Cooking with Tracy. She's always coming up with some amazing things. Crab. Who loves crab? Let's find out what she's going to do with that, because I'm super excited.
Hi, I'm Tracy Miller with Colorful Cooking, and today we are going to be cooking up some real goodies. Whether you have people visiting, or you're going on a picnic, or you just want something really healthy for dinner tonight, I've got you covered right here. We're not wasting any time. We're jumping right on into it. So at first we're going to do the asparagus wraps. Now I've already boiled the asparagus, and then I shocked them. So that means you boil them in water until they're done, and these were skinny ones. They took like maybe 3 minutes in boiling water. And then I put them in cold water. That stops the cooking process and keeps the nice vibrant color green. So we're making wraps, super easy. And one of the things when you're making wraps that you want to do is microwave your wraps for like 30 seconds, because that's going to make them a little bit easier to roll and a little bit easier to work with. So I've got 3 wraps in here that I microwaved for about 30 seconds. They are flour tortillas, delicious and hearty, and those are going to be the base for our asparagus wraps. We start with mayonnaise, and then we've got to add a little sweetness. So this is kind of funny because this is not always a staple at my house, but we're going to put a little ketchup in there as well. That'll give it the sweet flavor, kind of like a Russian dressing, a play on Russian dressing. And then we're going to use a little bit of these chipotles. And now what we're going to do is we are going to put that all over our wrap. So what I've noticed, and I make wraps a lot for my catering company, and what I notice is that if you do a thin layer of the spread all the way around the tortilla, you're going to be in good shape for rolling it and keeping it all together. I have smoked Gouda cheese because this is going to be a smoky wrap. I'm going to put that at the very bottom because what I've noticed is if I try to cut these wraps with asparagus, the asparagus shoots out all over the place. So you really want the asparagus to be on the chipotle so that it doesn't shoot out all over the place when you cut it. Put some lettuce down there. Look at all that. This looks so pretty with all the colors. So then when you roll it, you're just going to go like this. Pull all of that in. Roll it up. I roll these, put them seam side down in the refrigerator, uncovered, because if you cover these flour tortillas with saran wrap, then they're going to get super mushy. Here's the asparagus wraps. I'm going to make one more. We are going to take a quick break. When we return, we're talking all about Brussels sprouts. We're going to get these in the oven, and I'm going to show you how to make a delicious Brussels sprout salad. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Colorful Cooking. We just made some asparagus wraps, which will be great for guests or just for lunch if you're looking for vegetarian. And now we're going to move on. First off, you need to cut the Brussels sprouts. And all the Brussels sprouts, just like with any veggie you're ever working with, they're all different. So when you're baking them, and my oven is at 400 degrees because we're really going to roast these babies, you want everything to be about the same size. So if you're getting some really little Brussels sprouts, then you're not going to want to cut them as much as the big ones. Like this one's a monster, so I'm going to just cut that a little bit more. So we've got these little cuties. They're so cute. They're just like baby cabbages. And then I'm going to put them on my sheet pan. We're going to keep this super simple because the ingredients are fresh and healthy. So mucking them up with a whole bunch of different ingredients is not what we're going to do. Brussels sprouts by themselves. Oven is at 400 degrees. I'm going to pour olive oil over the Brussels sprouts. Doesn't even have to be that much because it's going to kind of melt when you bake it. And then I have a mixture of salt and pepper. This is how I like to do it when I'm in the kitchen. Just make a nice mixture of salt and pepper because that's what I use for everything. And I'm going to really kind of generously cover these Brussels sprouts. And whenever I'm cooking veggies, I definitely put a lot of salt and pepper on them. Okay. The Brussels sprouts, cut up nicely, olive oil, salt and pepper, oven's at 400 degrees. I'm going to pop them into the oven for about 10 minutes. And this is when a little bit of experience is going to let you know, because if you cook those Brussels sprouts just a little bit too long, they're going to have no crunch and they're going to be mushy. And those are the Brussels sprouts that your parents complain about because your grandma used to overcook them all the time. We are going to cook those Brussels sprouts for about 10 minutes. Check them because every veggie is different. We're going to check them, see their doneness, and then put the pears in for about 5 minutes. We've added the pears about 5 minutes before we were finished cooking the Brussels sprouts. And these Brussels took about 10 minutes, but you can expect about 10 to 12 minutes for most Brussels sprouts if you cut them in half. You don't want to overcook them because that's going to make them mushy and gross, and it's going to make your house smell really bad. So we have the pears that I tossed with a little bit of olive oil and some fresh thyme, and I tossed those right there into the Brussels sprouts. So basically, this is the salad. A half a cup of Brussels sprouts is like 28 calories, and it also contains over 100% of your daily recommended dose of vitamin K. So they're really healthy, and if you're looking to get a little more vitamin K, vitamin C they're high in as well, and lots of other minerals. You know, when you're looking for just like a little sliver of certain minerals, you're going to find a lot of that in Brussels sprouts. So here we have the salad. I did sprinkle a little bit of fresh thyme on the salad, on the pears when I put them in the oven, but now I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit more. When you're working with fresh herbs like this, and now this thyme you have to like definitely get the stems off. So this is a job for the kids. This is what I always give to my kids, and they're like, really, Mom, do we have to do this? But see, if you just kind of do that, then you get the fresh thyme. You don't have to chop it or anything. It's just nice and the little leaves. So we're going to put a little more on that, and then we're going to stir this up a little. Everything's softened up. You can eat this salad warm, or you can eat at room temperature. That's one of the great things about it. And I'm going to tell you what, people are going to like this salad. You're going to be surprised how many people are after your Brussels sprouts when you make this. I like to put a little honey mustard on it. It just brings a sweetness to it and also gives a mustard taste, and mustard and Brussels go really, really nicely together. So I'm just going to stir up my honey mustard, and all this is a combination of sour cream, honey, mustard, and some white wine vinegar, a little salt and pepper, because I put a little salt and pepper on everything. So just lightly put some honey mustard on that, and then there you go. You have your Brussels sprout salad. Super simple, great ingredients. The key to this one is to make sure you cook everything perfectly so that it's not overcooked, and then let it cool down and enjoy it any time of the day. So now we have smoky asparagus wraps. We have a Brussels sprout pear salad, and next we are going to make crab cake. Okay, so you're probably dying to know the biggest secret of making crab cakes, and everybody has their crab cake recipe that they like. Mine, I just like a lot of crab in it, not a lot of filler, but you do need some filler or the crab cakes aren't going to stick together. So the biggest secret is when you buy your crab, and I buy mine from Costco, I get this big one because it's actually delicious crab, but it kind of gets a little wet, so you have to wring it out a little, like I'm gently squeezing the crab. Like, you don't want to be tough with it. It's very delicate. It's delicious. It's tender. And we're just happy that somebody else got it out of the shell for us. But this is what you do. This is the #1 tip, in my opinion, that I can give you to make good crab cakes. You get all of this moisture out of here. See, as you get to the bottom, there's just so much. And then you're going to get a nice sear on your crab cake, and it's not going to steam up. Okay, easy enough. We have all this beautiful crab. It's nice. It's claw meat. It's delicious. I'm going to add some parsley, a little bit of green in there. We are going to add some red onion. Onion's not my favorite, but it's very good for you. And a lot of people like the onion in here, and it's definitely missed if you don't add it. I add a tiny, tiny bit of Creole seasoning, and it doesn't, whatever the Creole seasoning is you have at home, I just add a little bit of that just to give it some flavor. I do add a little salt and pepper. We'll go back to what I said earlier, salt and pepper everything. 1 egg that has been slightly beaten, that's gonna help bind everything together. I do a little bit of mayonnaise to give it a nice creamy texture, and then some breadcrumbs. Ball them up. Look at that, pat them down a little. Squeeze them in on the side, and then I put them in my pan. When I'm dropping them into my pan, I wiggle it around a little bit so that the olive oil goes under all of the crab. These are crab cakes. They are delicious. We will be talking more when we get back. You're watching Colorful Cooking. All right, look at this appetizer platter right here. This is all we did. This could be a full dinner, actually. You could have the asparagus as an appetizer, and then you could have the Brussels sprout salad and the crab cakes as a dinner if you wanted that way, or a very nice lunch. Now I have a quick little basil aioli. It's just a mixture of mayonnaise, sour cream, basil, and lemon juice, and I like to serve that right on top of my crab cakes. If I'm serving for a crowd, I only do it on a few, but if I'm serving for myself, I do it on every single one. I'm Tracy Miller with Colorful Cooking, Brussels sprout salad, asparagus wraps, and crab cakes today. I hope you enjoy these recipes and eat healthy.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake!
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
8-time Emmy-nominated Animal Rescue is a half-hour television series showcasing the heroic efforts of people helping animals. Join host and award-winning journalist Alex Payne and the Animal Rescue camera crew as they travel around the world. capturing dramatic rescues, rehabilitation, and relocation stories. For programming schedule, check your local listings today. Don't miss your favorite episodes of Animal Rescue. When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your three favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the second half of Good Morning Vail on TV8 for your Saturday. I'm your host, Liz. We have Ghost Tours coming in. We are going to have a full band, so you're going to wake up super excited coming in. So I hope you enjoyed the first hour. The second hour is getting ready to kick off. It all starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the TV8 Weather Center. I'm Liz. We are going to have the greatest, most beautiful sunshiny week ever. We get the fall feels, the sunshine, and also the cool nights. Super sunny all day today. By 8 a.m., 39 degrees. 62 is your high today. And, of course, sunshine all the way around. By noon, 55. By 4 p.m., 62. And then tonight we'll have nice clear skies with that crescent moon and 53 degrees by 8 p.m. Taking a look over in Denver right now, 78 degrees and sunny, 62 and sunny in Vail, sunny and 66 in Eagle, and lots of sunshine and 64 in Avon. Now we're going to take a look at your overnight low, which is 32 degrees. Time to bring the plants in overnight, everybody. Clear skies. We get to look at all those stars tonight, and 7:05 is the time that our sun will set. As we take a look at your 5-day forecast, tomorrow, another day filled with abundant sunshine, 67 for your high and 35 for your low. By Monday, 69 degrees for your high, 35 degrees for your low. By Tuesday, sunny skies, 74 degrees for your high and 37 degrees for your low. Then when we get to Wednesday, 75 degrees for your high, 37 degrees for your low. Sunshine all the way around by Tuesday, 75 degrees for your high and 38 degrees for your low. And that is a look at your week's worth of weather. And we are going to have so much sunshine, and it's going to be a wonderful experience because we get to get outside and enjoy all the fall feels and experience all of the wonderful things that we have going on. Now, the Minturn Hometown Throwdown is coming up. I just told you that Ghost Tours is going to be playing. When I am done with your beginning of the show, we're going to have a little break, and then we're going to hear two amazing originals from those guys. They're playing at the Hometown Throwdown, and it's going to be amazing. It's in Minturn. Starts next Saturday. You get to experience all the shops, all of the different venues that they have. There's going to be 4 different venues with all music. So you get to hop from 2 till 9 p.m. to all the different places and enjoy all of that wonderful music. So get ready, everybody. We're going to have a great experience with them and so much more right here on Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Fleshaw, host of TV8 Vail. From fashion to food, from film to festivals, experience a unique look at the boutiques, spas, restaurants, and venues that make the Valley so special. Join me for Glitz and Glam. Find it in Good Morning Vail or at our website at tv8vail.com. I can't wait for our next adventure.
Hi there. In today's episode of Good Day Vail, we are so thankful to be filming offsite at the Home Outfitters because this episode is a spotlight on refreshing your living space. So please join Donna Lang, Aaron Shield, and myself at the Home Outfitters later on Good Day Vail.
It does set us apart from other showrooms here in the Valley. We obviously are a retail showroom. We value our customers. It's been 33 years in the making. We also have our own full-service design department. Right now there are 4 of us in the department. We're looking to expand. The other thing that people don't know about us is we also act as a design center for the designers here in the Valley. Also, if you're a realtor and your client brings in their own designer, we work with them as well. Instead of going down to the design center in Denver, we have over 200 vendors that we work with. So we will let the designer do their job with their clients, and then we take over from an administrative standpoint.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to your Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. I'm your host, Liz. And as you can see behind me, I have 3 amazing gentlemen. These guys are part of a band that are going to be taking place at the Minturn Throwdown. And that's going to be taking place next week, and it's going to be so much fun. I was just telling you about it. You get to hop along, you get to go to 4 different venues and have a great time. But this band right here are super great, and I have Chad on the bass, and then I have Jacob on vocals and guitar, and Steve on the drums, and you never see the drummer, so don't worry about it. He's not there. There he is. And I know they always hide the drummers in the back, but they are a key part of this band. Now, Steve, you guys have been together for how long?
We've been playing music together for about coming on 2 years now, I believe.
2 years?
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. You guys have a great sound. What would you consider the genre of your music?
I have been keen to calling it alt-rock Western chaos.
I like it. Alt-rock, Western chaos. Why not? I think it's a great thing. Now, how did you guys all get together? Chad, I've known. He was my neighbor like 10 years ago. And then I didn't see him for a long time. And then you came back. And I was super glad to see you part of this great group. So I'm really thrilled about that. How did you guys get together?
I used to work with Steve.
Oh, nice.
And they've been playing music together for a long time.
Were you in the garage next door with me?
And then, I moved back from Florida, and we all just got together one day, and that was it.
That's amazing. Now, you hear Steve talk, you see him. When you hear... Oh, what?
Jacob.
Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry, Jake. When you hear him sing, you're going to be like, whoa, because he's got an amazing voice. So I think that we should be done talking and listen to you guys play. You guys, this is a great, great group. They're called Ghost Horse, and the name of the first song is called Wild Luck. Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Liz.
incredible. Wait, are you done? I can't tell. I'm not sure because that was a cold end, but that was amazing. See what I mean by his voice, you guys? That's crazy. I can't thank you guys enough. We're going to take a break real fast, and we're going to come back with another amazing original from these amazing guys. We'll be right back on Good Morning Vail right here on TV8.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. Joining us on the studio, I've got John Strickler, and he is the main person, the chair with Vistage up here in the Vail Valley. Vistage, let me just introduce you first. Good to see you. Then we'll get into the details.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm glad you're here. Nice chatting with you. Vistage.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So you guys, this program has been around Colorado for a while. You said you have 900 members, but most of those are a part of the Front Range, right?
Yeah, Vistage is actually a worldwide organization, 65,000 members worldwide. In Colorado, we have approaching 900 members, and all of those are in the Front Range, from Denver up and down the I-25 corridor, about as far west as Boulder. So I'm really working to bring that model to the mountains here for the first time.
And when we talk about that model, let's define what that model is, because it's a way for business owners and businesses to get together and to basically create a think tank to figure out the solutions for a lot of problems that you face as business owners, right?
Right. Yeah, the idea is to help CEOs and other executive leaders better themselves and their businesses. This is through what we call a peer leaders advisory group. This is a group of local high-performing business leaders that want to work together to support each other, share best practices, and solve important challenges that they're facing.
Now, are we talking about, when you say businesses, are you looking for, I mean, any business can be a part of this, right? I mean, or do you want to focus, if you have a restaurant and a retail business and a real estate business all under one roof, is that something how you work it, or is it more specific to the business itself?
Yeah, the group is going to be non-competitive members. So we look across a variety of industries. And then current members and member candidates range in size from about 3 million all the way up to almost 100 million in revenue. And yeah, so I mean, we're looking for candidates that have a lot of the same values that will make the group productive. When I think about the candidates that we're looking for, I've identified 4 values that I think are really important for those candidates.
I think I actually wrote those down here. Vision, grit, growth mindset. Is that the vision? Those are the ones?
Growth mindset, and then just people that you want to hang around with. So vision, you want to grow your success in yourself, your business, and the community. Grit, the ability to work toward long-term goals. The growth mindset, I think, is really important. That's the ability to give and receive input in a constructive way and use it to continuously improve. And then just people you wanted to get advice from, and people you'd want to help be more successful.
And then, John, so how did you get involved with this?
Yeah, I started in the military when I graduated from West Point. When I left the service, I've worked with about 40 companies, advising and coaching them, companies all the way up to Fortune 50 in size, across 4 continents.
Wow.
And then as I'm also a startup leader. I've had leader in 2 companies that have had 8 and 9 figure exits. And then, as I started thinking about that, I really wanted to get more involved locally here in the community. I wanted to give back. I started sharing some of those ideas with the first CEO, or the CEO at the first startup that I worked at. And he suggested Vistage. He'd been a Vistage chair, and he said Vistage was the best job he'd ever had. So he recommended me in and has sponsored me to help bring that model. And I'm really excited to bring it to the mountains here for the first time.
So, I mean, obviously your backstory has a lot to do with helping businesses perform at their peak. How did you know, like, this is something you wanted to do? Like, what was it about it that got you into it? What was the catalyst?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just that reflection on, how do I take what I've experienced and help other leaders navigate some of those challenges, learn from some of my experience, and avoid actually just some of the mistakes that I made. And I just find that work really rewarding, and I think having an impact and helping others have impact is one of the most rewarding things you can do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, what are some of the challenges that some of these leaders are facing right now?
As I talk to leaders, I hear a few common challenges. Finding and keeping the right people is high up on the list. Yeah. Just getting all your work done and still having time for a life. Hang out with your friends and family.
Balance.
And take advantage of some of the great outdoor activities you've been talking about.
Yeah.
And then just how do you get critique and input for important decisions that you need to make as a leader? I think that's a big one. Adam Grant talks about a challenge network. How do you get a trusted network of people, critics, that'll poke holes in your ideas, question your answers, and just bring a different perspective than you otherwise might get. And that really helps people see their blind spots and take advantage of challenges and opportunities that they're facing.
The challenge network.
Yeah.
I like that. And you just have to make yourself open. You have to be privy to radical candor and don't be shy from it. Find a way to embrace it and fail forward, if nothing else, right?
Oh, I think that's really well said.
Right? I mean, that's a big piece of it. If there's someone watching right now and they're like, oh, this is cool, I want to get involved, or how does it work? Because you can't just sign up, like you have to go through a process, right?
Right. So I'll say two things. First of all, the group centers around that, or the opportunity centers around that group. We also bring in speakers. I talked about Adam Grant. Adam Grant was a speaker that we had recently that shared, and we bring speakers, whatever's important to the group, we bring those into the group. About every other meeting, we'll have a speaker to talk about thought leadership things.
Right.
I coach the members between those meetings. We do one-on-one sessions to make sure that we are uncovering the right issues and bringing them to those meetings, making sure we stay on top of action items and bring those forward, stay accountable to those. And then there's just that whole Vistage network that's 45,000 members online we can ask questions of.
Yeah.
And we can, they do research, publish white papers, and have those guest speakers. If people want to find out more, you can find out a lot on the Vistage website.
Yeah, Vistage.com.
Vistage.com.
Yep.
And then I'm a little old-fashioned, so they can always call or text me on my phone number.
Yeah, and I think your phone number will have it up on the screen. There it is right there, 720-323-0793.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You're also on LinkedIn. If people want to find out more about it that way.
You can search me on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
You can message me there too as well. I look at those pretty regularly.
Or we might see you skiing or riding your bike.
Skiing in the winter and riding my bike in the summer.
And you're just finding that balance between your professional life and embracing the beauty and what we have to offer here. So it's great that you're here and that you're able to do this and still be a part of our community.
I'm really excited to be able to bring this to the mountains.
Love it. It's nice to talk with you.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
You going to come to Oktoberfest this weekend?
I am going to come to Oktoberfest.
You are? I'll be announcing all weekend long.
Are you?
I'll get you signed up for the Stein lifting.
All right.
All right. So Vistage.com is the website if you want to give John a call. His number is on the screen. You can also go to that website and find out ways to reach him if you want to engage your business with a group of peers to kind of make things better for everybody moving forward. We have hour number 2 of Good Morning Vail coming up after this short break.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do. So even though you work for...
Some good deals, too good to miss on Flash Deals now. Check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. And welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
It's time to take a look at your TV8 Weather Center, everybody. It's Saturday and an absolutely beautiful sunshiny day. 39 degrees at 8 a.m. and then 62 degrees is your high today. We are now going to take a look at your full day sunshine everywhere by noon, 55, 62 by 4 o'clock, and 8 p.m., 53 degrees and clear skies. We're going to take a look right now over at the I-70 corridor, and in Denver it's 78 degrees and sunshiny, 62 in Vail and sunshine as well, in Eagle 66, and in Avon 64 degrees. It's going to be an absolutely beautiful day, and don't forget, you guys, even though it feels a little cool out, wear your sunscreen. Overnight tonight is 32 degrees, clear skies. The sun will set at 7:05 p.m., so enjoy the full day while you can. Taking a look at your 5-day forecast tomorrow and throughout the entire 5 days, nothing but pure, happy sunshine. Sunny and 67 tomorrow and 35 degrees for your low. On Monday, 69 for your high, 35 degrees for your low. By Tuesday, sunny skies, 74 degrees and 37 for your high. And then, of course, we're going to get to Wednesday, 75 degrees for your high. Then when we get to Thursday, 75 degrees for your high and only 38 degrees for your low. And that's going to be a wonderful week filled with super, super beautiful things. And of course, next week, it'll probably be great too. And it's the Minturn Home Down Throwdown. Behind me, I have Ghost Tours, and they played a great song for us before. We have Jacob and Steve and Chad. I don't know why I was going to have Chad. Of course we have Chad. And they're with Ghost Horse. They're going to be playing one of the venues for the Minturn Throwdown. And where are you guys going to be playing anyway?
The Saloon.
At the Saloon, the brand new.
5 p.m.
5 p.m., the brand new saloon has been revamped. It looks beautiful. So that's where you're going to go see these guys. And that's where we're going to kick off some serious fun. Now, right now, you have another song, and it's called Dread. Dread. I don't dread the song because I know they're amazing. So here they are again, everybody. Enjoy. You got it.
Hey!
You guys are so great. I never know when the song is going to end because you're sitting here, you're like, yeah. Oh, it's okay. But that was a great song. That was Dread. And this is Ghost Tourist behind me. We have Chad and Steven and Jacob, and they are so talented. You got to make sure you get on out to the Minturn Hometown Throwdown. 5 o'clock over at the new saloon.
Yes.
Yes. And you guys are so talented. I can't thank you guys enough for being here on Good Morning Vail on TV8.
Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. Nothing better than waking up musicians at 7 in the morning. Thanks to these guys. Don't forget to go see them next weekend, and it's going to be an amazing show. And we will see you right back here at Good Morning Vail right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Purchase an Access card and save 20% at participating retailers between now and September 30th. Each card purchased provides 1 full day of a professional adaptive assistance for a person in need. Your $55 donation allows Access Unbound to continue doing incredible work in our community. Shop local, support local, and make an incredible impact. Buy yours at au-accesscard.org.
Lion's Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lion's Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. That was so much fun listening to the band. We have so many more great things going on this morning, so sit back and relax. We have a really good interview that we're going to have right now. We are partnered with Covered Bridge Magazine, and they do so many great exclusive interviews here on TV8. Well, this time they got to sit down with Sandy Ferguson Fuller. She writes children's books. Now, we all love a good kids book. Let's take a look and see what it's all about.
Hello and welcome to Covered Bridge on TV8. I'm Kim Fuller, the co-founder of Jaunt Media Collective and editor-in-chief of Covered Bridge Magazine.
I'm Bobby LaRue, the other half of Jaunt Media Collective and the director of partnerships over at Covered Bridge Magazine. And today we have the pleasure of sitting down with Sandy Ferguson Fuller, who did an amazing feature called Happy Trails for our upcoming issue. And like many of us, she's had the pleasure and joy of venturing to Piney River Ranch. And Sandy, where did this kind of come from, the impetus of writing about Piney River Ranch and your experience with it?
Well, the theme of your forthcoming Covered Bridge is journey. Mm-hmm. And there hasn't been a greater journey than my experiences really in the Vail Valley, starting from the very first year of Vail all the way to now. And had children and needed to have a place where I could go put them in a tent and we could go fishing and go hiking and feel safe and not encounter a lot of people. And at that point in time, which was about the early 1990s, I would say, the three of us with our dog would go up to Piney Lake every summer. It was a tradition, and we would camp a couple of years. One year it was in a blizzard and we were the only people there. But I've always felt very, very attached to the area, to Piney, and my current dog is named Piney after the lake. Right. I was very fortunate to camp with you when you were growing up, and I was also very fortunate a couple of years ago to attend your wedding there. So it's been, throughout the years, a very special place.
So the cat's out of the bag. This is my mother-in-law and her mom.
Yep.
Right.
It's been really fun to work with my mom in magazines. So you have a long history of publishing. We did a segment with you. You do a lot of book reviews for the magazines and a lot of long-form articles like this one, Happy Trails, as well as illustration. Right. So it's been a joy. And I think this piece, when we start to work on our magazines, we put out a theme and our writers come forward with some ideas, and this was sort of like screaming from the rooftops for you. You're like, I just feel this in my bones. Right. But what came out of the piece wasn't just a personal narrative or a first-person essay. It was a woven narrative of history and, the history of your history there, the history of people visiting the lake for the first time, and, really through the years, starting in the 1800s, and I'd love to read an excerpt from this feature, so I'll dive right in. So September, it's dawn, early 1800s. A mist blankets the alpine lake as warm water meets chilly air. Rainbow trout rise to paint surface ripples. From the willows, a bull moose slowly ventures out for breakfast, heavy head dipping low, then lifting, dripping with a mouthful of aquatic plants. An eagle spreads its shadow high across the landscape as the sun rises behind the Gore Range. Perhaps a solitary ute lingers, but otherwise no human is present to observe the beauty. Imagining Piney Lake in the early 1800s, what did you learn about that area and the lake from your research?
Well, when I started to write the article, and one thing that's interesting about writing for magazines is that you're supposed to have a limited word count.
Yes.
And I was not too far into the idea for the article until I realized this was much more of a story than I had ever imagined, just going way back. Ironically, there's very little written history about Piney Lake itself. Piney River Ranch is starting to collect more photographs, tidbits of information everywhere they can, but it was scraping the barrel to find anything. So my idea was to go chronologically, to go back as far as I could Mount Powell is the prominent mountain behind the lake and in the Gore Range. And John Wesley Powell was the famous explorer who discovered the Grand Canyon, well, didn't discover, but pretty much discovered the Grand Canyon, and on his way climbed in the Gore Range at Long's Peak, Pikes Peak, and so they ultimately named the mountain after him. So that was in the 1800s, and I started there. And then fast forward, just took each kind of major segment of history, only gave it a paragraph. But when the homesteaders came and the wildlife and how they had to change, and the Native Americans, and then we had the railroads were there, and then we had development in Colorado. The Denver Water Board ended up buying the land from private homesteading, and then going from the 1960s when that was done all the way to the present and the current owners of the land, and all of the ups and downs, the roller coaster ride that people have had trying to walk that fine line of recreating the area and also preserving it for preserving the land for the wildlife, for the beauty of the land. And very fortunately, the current regime at Piney River Ranch, they're all on the same page. They're on the same page with the Colorado Parks and Wildlife, who we also brought in to talk to. I was able to talk to one of the original wranglers who lives in Denver now. He was fascinating, Bob Woods. And everybody who has a spot in their heart for Piney is actively trying to still maintain that preservation while opening up the area so that other people can enjoy it.
Yeah, and I think those of you who have not read the article yet, well, I have, the thread that you tied through to that, to anyone, kind of when it passed hands throughout history, everyone seemed to understand the value of preserving this special place. I would have never had the opportunity to go there because I didn't show up to Colorado until 13 years ago, and I can't say how special it is just driving up to the lake. It's not rapid. You can't get there quickly.
No, you can't.
There's no way to get there fast. There are many people there, but they take the time to journey up to Piney River Ranch. Right. And once you're up there, you've nailed it. From the 90s when you were bringing your kids there, there's a feeling. There's something special about the area. And to read that in your article is really cool. So I'm excited for people to actually get to see this article when it comes out in our summer issue.
I'm really excited for it, and I wanted to really thank, just publicly, the people who helped me with this article. Matt McKenna, who he's in New York, but he and his wife have a place in Wolcott, and they're longtime visitors to the Valley, and he's really the main owner, along with some of his business colleagues. And then Monique, who is the general manager, who also plans all the weddings, but she's got a plate full. But she has been wonderful in just providing information and again, more color about the current direction that they're trying to establish at Piney. And then Devin Duvall was amazing with Colorado Parks and Wildlife. I mean, I learned so much from him about how they're working with the Forest Service and with Piney River Ranch. And it's just a combined effort to make sure that the land is preserved. And then I can't not mention my cowboy in Denver. Monique put us together on the phone, and he was just full of stories and is very excited to see the article. There's the picture of him I think that's going to appear in the article.
We do also have an illustration from you in the back of the magazine. So our parting shot is that last look, that last feeling that is a nod to the theme, and you had suggested something to do, possibly with Happy Trails, and it really did make sense to walk away from, the ranch or the lake and say, kind of see you next time, Happy Trails. And that was Bob. There's a quote from him.
Yes, I said, we'd love to have your words at the end of the magazine. So he said, I don't know, but he came up with them. And apparently I'd never seen this. I don't know why. There's a trail, a sign as you leave Piney River Ranch now, and it says Happy Trails. That's the sign that I used in the illustration, and perfect for a journey. So.
Well, thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Mom, for bringing me and my brother Scott up to Piney for so many years in the 90s when it actually was still kind of crowded at times then, and now, you know, it continues to attract a lot of people because it's absolutely gorgeous. But, you know, I think echoing your sentiment to continue to preserve and respect, you know, the rules and boundaries of camping and just general use up there, and to support the business that is the ranch and enjoy your time visiting. So thank you for writing the feature. It's a wonderful addition to our journey issue of Covered Bridge. And we thank you for joining us, for watching Covered Bridge on TV8. We'll see you next time. Happy trails.
Suki and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
TV8 Vail is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stop by for Good Morning Vail at 7 a.m. and stay all day for lifestyle favorites such as Good Day Vail, Daily Flash, Suki and Scott, and more. And you're sure to find the adventure you crave with back-to-back episodes of Scoreboard Nation and Outdoor America. Find us all day, every day on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on TV8Vail.com, and on all our social media platforms. There's more for you on Channel 92.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wildcrafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to Danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. We have been chatting with the Leadville Railroad for a few days now. Ben also sat down with them. They have something super exciting coming up. If you want to get in a really wonderful experience for a fall train ride, you can see all the beautiful scenery and so much more. All aboard, everybody. Let's check out Ben's interview right now.
We are here with Claire Berger from the Leadville Railroad. Claire, how are you doing today?
I'm doing so good, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for letting us ride the train and get some views of the fantastic scenery. So it's my understanding that you guys are doing something a little bit new this winter and leading into fall. So what do you guys have going on right now?
So right now we're still running 7 days a week. Monday through Thursday we're running at 1 p.m. and then Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays we run at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. And we have one additional night ride next weekend on the 23rd at 6 p.m., which is pretty cool. Our colors are just starting to change, so we've got a lot of opportunities to come and kind of watch everything go from green to gold to orange. It's going to be great.
We're definitely seeing a couple of those gold leaves really just starting to peek out, and especially in that aspen tunnel. These are just absolutely gorgeous. So what do you guys got going on specials-wise for people coming up, they're interested in coming to visit you during the fall?
Okay, so starting in October on weekends, we're going to do our Oktoberfest rides. So you can come up, have some great scenery. We've got some fun decorations, some great seasonal beers, just a really relaxing, fun time. We'll start into our holiday specials in November. At that point, we light up the train. It's absolutely gorgeous. We've got a little Santa's Village you can go visit. You might even see the big man himself if you're lucky. And then this winter, we have some really cool new specials. So we're doing a Sweetheart Train special. We're doing a St. Patrick's Day and even an Easter Express. So we've got a lot of fun things coming up.
Wow, and so is it just the holiday events that you guys have going on this winter, or if I just happen to be here out on vacation and wanted to come get some scenic shots, some scenic scenes, what can we do? Can we come visit you in the winter?
You can definitely come visit us in the winter. So starting November 18th, we'll start running at least weekly. I would check out our website to get our exact schedule for that. But we have trips where we just go through this beautiful snow white scenery. It is absolutely stunning watching everything just covered in frost and snow. And our lounge cars are heated and nice and cozy, so you can stay warm.
Well, and up at this high elevation, it's really important to have a little bit of those cozy heated cars. I mean, even just today, I know it's still like late in the summer, but I needed a jacket for a good portion of the trip. I mean, we are pretty high up here. What exactly elevation are we starting the train?
We are at 10,152 feet of elevation, so yes, extra coats, jackets, hats, gloves, always a good idea to have with you.
And it only goes up from there, right? Where does the train stop?
We stop at just shy of 11,000 feet.
So not quite to tree line there, where it does get a little bit colder, but absolutely gorgeous scenes the entire way up. Let me ask you this. What got you interested in joining Leadville Railroad and involved in this program?
So I am a Leadville native. My family has been here for generations, and I love this town. The Leadville Railroad is a really great place that helps us keep our history alive. We're able to share a lot of the fun history with Leadville. We're able to share the railroading history of Leadville, which is a big part of why we still exist. Leadville has either been a mining town or it's been a tourist town, and now we kind of get to combine both. The history here is so interesting and fascinating, and I think there's something special about being from a place and really knowing in depth everything about it.
You know, I gotta say, it's one of my favorite things about coming to Leadville is the history here is just so deep. I mean, the Victorian architecture, the mining museum, and everything else. It's just an absolutely awesome place to really dig into Colorado history. And there's definitely some history involved here at the Leadville Railroad. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
So I think the coolest part of the history for me is the fact that my grandfather worked at the Climax mine, which is the mine that we headed up towards today. And then we were able to continue to keep it rolling. So it wasn't just something that was able to be used for mining, as we kept it going. And a local family is the one that took it over. And now it's a family operation. We get to share all of the cool railroad history and mining history and Leadville history with everybody else.
Well, it's absolutely incredible experience. I mean, I know I keep saying that, but it was so much fun. And you guys have food, drinks, even a little gift shop here and on the train. Tell us a little bit about what other offerings you guys have. It's my understanding that you got a couple of local business partners as well.
As far as we do partner with some local businesses, and we have groups to do sandwiches and lunches. When we do our barbecue specials, we have an award-winning guy that comes up and does our barbecue for that. So if you have a chance, they are done for the year, but next year our barbecue specials are ones not to be missed.
I have certainly heard really good things about that. Any last words you have for us? Anything else that we should come make sure we see?
Just come and see the sights. Check out the beautiful mountain views. You know, breathe in the crisp mountain air, bring the entire family, including your dog. We'd love to have everybody on board.
It's always great that we can bring our dogs. And if anybody needs some more information, where can they get a hold of you guys or buy tickets?
So you can go to our website, which is leadvillerailroad.com, or you can give us a call. The easiest number is 1-866-386-3936.
Could you give us that number one more time?
Of course, 1-866-386-3936.
Awesome. Claire Berger, thank you so much for having us and showing us your wonderful operation here. And we will be back, I'm sure, soon.
Sounds good.
All right. And we'll be right back after a little bit more.
Good morning, Vail.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8del.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Hello, everyone. I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I
So
do.
even though you work with some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals. Now check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey everybody, it's Liz back at the TV8 Weather Center. Let's take a look at the day today. Absolutely gorgeous, filled with sunshine, 39 degrees as of 8 a.m. and 62 degrees for your high today. Now we're going to take a look at the full day and see what's going on. It's going to be filled with sunshine. Filled with sunshine today. By noon, it'll be 55 and sunny. 4 p.m., 62 degrees and sunny skies. And by 8 p.m., 53 degrees and clear skies. We're going to see that crescent moon tonight. We can stargaze and enjoy the beautiful outdoors. I want to thank my guests today. They were so great. Ghost Horse with Chad and Steven and Jacob. They were just so good. They were going to be playing coming up at the Minturn Hoedown Throwdown. You got to go check that out. 4 different venues and lots of great music, lots of food and drinks and so much more. So make sure you get on over there. We had a great morning. We had Cooking with Tracy. We had some really great interviews. We learned a little bit about some children's books, and we learned a lot more about the Leadville Railroad, where we can go and experience an amazing train ride and see all the beautiful fall, beautiful foliage, and sit back and relax. Over there, just go to leadvillerailroad.com. And don't forget to get your family 7 packs of tickets for the Fall Underground Sound over at the Villar Performing Arts Center, everybody. VillarPAC.org. Have a great time today during the Alzheimer's Walk. If you guys are participating, thank you so much for taking part in this community event. Thanks for tuning in today. It's Saturday. Good morning, Vail, everybody.
See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for